Hey everybody, Don here again. Well, today is Saturday, December 13th, and I really thought I was done hunting with the end of our rifle season last Sunday. But our bow season goes until December 15th, and me and Bodie went for a little snowshoe out here by the food plots the other day, yesterday actually, and I was blown away by the deer sign out here. So let me show you what's happening. Now, here's my snowshoe trail. Karen took the same one, but you can see some of these are Bodie tracks, but a lot of them are deer tracks. They've gone over to the rubbin tree, or the licking branch tree, whatever you want to call it, walking along the edge of the pond. And then up here, where those scrapes were under this hemlock, every time I got video of them, there's a couple oak trees, two big oak trees right there, and a lot of acorns. And you can see all of this up in here is where the deer have been digging for acorns. And all under here, I mean, look at that. They have been pawing up for acorns. There's droppings all around. I mean, this is all deer activity in the last few nights. I took the cards out of the camera when I came back from Missouri, but this is all deer activity. And then over here on the backside, I mean, these are all deer tracks. And back over there, there's beds and more pond of acorns under big oak there, another big oak there. So what I'm doing right now is I'm going to put a scent wick up in this tree. I got some doe and heat pea. This is Northwood's Common Sense. This is stuff I use all the time. This is local, strongest smelling stuff you can find. And I'm going to put a scent wick up in this tree here, so hopefully get some doe and heat smell in the air. I'm going to make a trail from here all the way over to the licking branch tree. And tonight I'm going to be sitting in the Don-Mahal with the Crossbow. So let's do this. First things first, I'll put the card back in this camera. You know, so many times when I was pulling the cards, the deer would be making rubs and scrapes, and then they'd be chomping on acorns. All right, so I got that going. Now I'm gonna hang this scent wick right on this tree right here, and I'm gonna put some of this doe and heat scent on there. Just soak it up. A little bit on the ground, ain't gonna hurt nothing. A little bit on the ground there. And now, as I'm walking back, I'm just gonna, a couple drops. I mean, look at these. Most of these are deer tracks. One or two are Bodie tracks. Couple drops. And then I got a scent wick already in this tree. And there's deer tracks right there. Right here, I'm 20 yards out. Let's see, get a good amount of scent on this thing. A little bit more. I'll save a little bit more of this for maybe tomorrow night, but we'll be back in the stand tonight. Right here is 20 yards to the Don-Mahal. It's about 65 yards. I should have brought the rangefinder with me, but to that tree from the Don-Mahal, it's a little bit too far of a shot for me with the crossbow. A little bit more. Now, some of these deer have been coming from this way, coming right behind. So they might pop up right here in front of me. Next time Karen comes out here with Bodie to go snowshoeing after the season's over, he's going to go nuts with all this smell. That's all right. You know what? Let's put a little on this over here too. I got another scent wick. Let's break a branch. Stick that right up there. And just get more scent in the air. All right, we'll see you tonight. All right, well, I'm out at the blind. It is 2:30. Sunset is at 4:10, so it means I've got until about 4:30, 4:40 to hunt. Now, I've got the crossbow with me. I wanted to range the spot down there just to make sure it's what I think it is. I think it's about 65 yards. Let's open this up. I might not be able to see that tree from here, just because there's some hemlock branches in the way. Let's see if I can. All right, so that big rock is 65 yards. If I come straight across and back, it's about 60 yards. So that is at the very maximum range for my crossbow as far as I'm concerned. I have a red dot sight that goes 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. And it's pretty dead on at 60. But this thing is shooting 350 feet per second, I think. So 60 yards, 180 feet. It'd take about a half a second for my arrow to get down there. And that's plenty of time for a deer to drop. So when I was out there this morning, I put a scent wick in that tree. I put a scent wick in the licking branch tree. I put another scent wick here, and they've all got doe and heat pea on them. And then I made a trail from that scrape into where the area where they've been feeding on acorns, all the way down to here and then over to here. So I'm hoping if a buck or a deer, doesn't matter what it is right now, I can take any deer. If a buck or a doe comes down into there, I'll use the can, give it a tip, and see if I can draw them down in here a little bit closer. To the licking branch tree, it's 20 yards. And I mean, anywhere inside of 40 yards, I'm feeling pretty good about it. Now, they have been coming from this way and cutting right along the pond and coming out in front. So I'm going to be really quiet, and I'm just going to sit here with the window open, and I'll get the crossbow loaded up here in a second. I'm just going to hang out until dark. You know, it's late in the season. I've never taken a buck or a deer, period, in New Hampshire after the 8th. And today is the 13th. So let's see what happens. All right. Loaded up and ready to go. Show you what I'm shooting. My crossbow is a Parker Tornado. I love this thing. It's like I said, it shoots 350 feet per second, and on the red dot scope, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60, it is dead on. And what I'm shooting for broadheads, oh, this one's come out. Hang on, let me stick it up in there without cutting myself. There we go. These are the Rage Crossbow retractables. The deer I shot at CJ's 2 years ago, 3 years ago now. God, I can't believe it's been that long. I shot that thing head on, and man, it didn't go 20 yards, 30 yards max before it tipped over and left a heck of a blood trail. You know, this is the first year that I've been able to use a crossbow during the bow season. If you remember, a couple of years ago, I used it during the gun season. But when you turn 68, you can use your crossbow during the bow season. Although this year, they changed it so you can use a crossbow during the whole bow season, regardless of your age. So this will be a first for me, hunting this late in the bow season. Pretty chilly. It was I think 10 degrees this morning. Warmed up to about 20, 25, something like that. Sunset is in about 30 minutes. I'm going to start reaching out with this doe bleat. If something should come in and it's out a little ways, I'll use the can, but for now. Got about 10 minutes more of legal shooting light. Well, it's the end of legal shooting light, and didn't see anything. Not really surprised. I kind of suspect most of the activity is happening after dark, but you ain't gonna know that if you're sitting on the couch. So we'll give it one more try tomorrow, and then that's the end. So thanks for coming along. See you next time. Peace. Well, it's Sunday, and I thought I was going to be able to hunt this evening for the last time, but something's come up, which is okay, and I'm not going to be able to hunt. But me and Bodie are going for a snowshoe hike, and I'm going to pull all the cameras, take them back to the house, and I got to tell you, even though I did not get a deer this year, as far as I'm concerned, this has been a really successful season, because you guys know I was not able to hunt the last couple of years for various health reasons. And I didn't think I was going to be able to get out like I did this year, just because the neuropathy in my feet had gotten so bad. But I got to tell you, between the acupuncture, which I'm 2/3 of the way through my treatments, and the new insoles I got for my shoes and boots, I've been able to walk a lot farther than I thought I could. And I know by spring, me and Bodie and Karen are going to be doing some serious shed hunting. So it's been a really good 2025 as far as I'm concerned. And we're looking forward to 2026. And probably the next thing I'll be doing will be ice fishing. I'm going to pull the gear out once we get back to the house and start getting ready. But yeah, ice fishing season has already started. So thanks for coming along. Been a fun season. We'll see you next time. Peace. What are you sniffing there, big boy? Huh? Boom.